So, will the Carolina Panthers make a big splash with their top pick? Could we have a repeat winner in the NFC East? And what kind of grades were given by the experts on each one of the 32 teams? Well, we're going to see if we can find the answers to those questions and a lot more as we bring you an NFL draft recap right here on Fantasy Football Fever. And we start right about now. And a pleasant greetings to all of you. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whenever you're watching, however you're watching. We want to thank you for joining us for another edition of Fantasy Football Fever. Tim McClellan here, joined by our lead commissioner, Mr. John Flynn. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, doing pretty good. This we're in the sweet spot of the off season now, where you get to learn all the new players' names, see them in camp, get their new uniform, their new number. Yeah, pretty soon we're going to be seeing a lot of them during when training camp starts.
Oh, yeah. It won't be too much longer before training camp starts, and we'll see how these new stars fit into their team's respective systems here.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we will not be joined by Mr. John Flynn. However, as I always say, that's no reason not for you to listen to Hooked on Sports.
Yeah.
As you know, we got those links down in the description area.
Click
Just
them below. Click them below. Get a listen.
click on those links. Just any one of those links, it'll take you straight to Hook on Sports with John Flynn. I think he gave a draft recap of his own. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm probably sure I'm going to listen to it right after we finish here. So,
Weekly shows. Be sure to check them out at least once a
yes,
week.
yeah, at least once a week now. But anyway, I say we just go right into it. As you know,
Mm-hmm.
last week was the NFL draft, and I gotta say, I mean, I only really paid attention to the first round, but
Mm-hmm.
boy, what a wild first round that was.
Oh yeah.
We had a lot of surprises, a lot of big splashes, and boy, just a lot of moving and shaking going on here. So we'll just go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and share the screen with you here. We'll just go ahead and take a look at the picks that were made here.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the first pick was pretty much a no brainer here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, almost a no brainer. It could have gone either way, in my opinion. But
Oh yeah, for sure.
this, of course, first pick, of course, went to the Panthers after the Bears traded down and gave the first pick to the Panthers. So they selected Bryce Young, quarterback from Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
and the pretty much the other one, C.J. Stroud. He was selected number two by the Houston Texans out of Ohio State. I guess both teams really did need a quarterback, but then came the first shocker of the night. Already in a trade, the Houston Texans jumped over everybody and grabbed the third pick, and
Wow.
they selected outside linebacker Will Anderson Jr. from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Then Anthony Richardson was taken number four by the Indianapolis Colts, the quarterback from Florida. And I guess it goes to reason because, as many of you probably know out there, earlier today the Colts released Nick Foles.
Ooh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah, the Colts released Nick Foles, so he's going to be looking for work again.
Wow.
So
Then now they released both of their quarterbacks, their starter and their backup. They released Matt Ryan earlier. Now him.
Yeah. So maybe they're looking for an immediate start for Anthony Richardson.
What?
Well, oh, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, he might be the guy right away.
Maybe you never know. Number 5 in a trade, the Seahawks traded up. Yeah, they traded up and they got Devin Witherspoon, a corner from University of Illinois, trying to bolster that once great defense that Seattle had. Another trade, the Cardinals moved up to get Paris Johnson Jr., offensive tackle from Ohio State. Then with number 7 pick, Tyree Wilson, defensive end from Texas Tech. He'll be heading out to Vegas. Now, this was the one I really had my eye on.
Oh,
Texas
yeah.
back Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
Almost all of us, I mean, even Flynn himself figured that Robinson would be taken by the Eagles.
Yeah. I mean, then that's huge for us Giants fans and Cowboys fans. We don't have to worry about facing him twice in a year.
That's right, because it was the Atlanta Falcons who took him.
Yeah. I think that mock draft I shared with you last week, I think that guy got it right. Bijan Robinson to the Falcons. There was some guy that I shared the mock draft with, in addition to Flynn's. And yeah, that guy was right, whoever his name was.
Yeah, I can't remember here.
Yeah.
Then, of course, the Eagles jumped up to get a defensive tackle, Jalen Carter from Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bears, of course, traded their number 1 draft pick. They ended up number 10. They ended up getting Darnell Wright, offensive tackle from Tennessee. Uh, I think the Bears would need a little bit of help on both sides of the ball. Then Peter Skoronsky from Northwestern, offensive tackle there. Bears, no, the Lions at number 12 in a trade. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Jameer Gibbs, running back from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a huge improvement on their offense. And of course, I'm expecting huge things out of Detroit out of this year. Number 13, Packers got in a trade. Got Lucas Van Ness, defensive end from Iowa. The Steelers got Broderick Jones from Georgia, offensive tackle right there. Will McDonald the fourth from Iowa State, outside linebacker, drafted by the Jets. And of course, I figured that the Jets could have a pretty good year. I wouldn't say make a big splash, but at least they could probably fare better than they have been in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Emmanuel Forbes from Mississippi State, corner, taken by the Washington Commanders.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah.
That's a picture of you.
No,
Oh,
sorry, that's
hello.
my niece in the background.
Oh, well, hello.
Say hi, Monty. Say hi to Tim. Say hi to Tim.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah. Say hi, Monty.
Hi.
There's I'm hoping there's a lot of people watching you right now, so
Yes.
say hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody. This is my niece, Amani.
Amani. Oh.
Yeah.
How old is she?
4.
4? All right.
And then I'm going to be 5.
Yes, that's right. It'll be 5 in August. No, sorry, October.
October.
Oh, I guess we'll have to remember that. Well,
Yes.
okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know. Y'all have to forgive me for my yawning. I don't know what is wrong with me.
Hmm.
kind of had a busy day at work, but
Right. Yeah, that will do that.
right. So let's go back. Oh,
Hmm.
somehow it took that screen off.
Oops.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll pop it back up there for everybody.
Yeah,
Basketball.
that's a football, money. Football.
Football. Football. Football.
Okay, where are we?
Eh?
Yeah, we're around the midway
Yeah,
point.
we're back for midway at the draft, first round. Christian Gonzalez, corner from Oregon, taken by the Patriots.
Hmm.
Um, I'm hearing a lot of things that the Patriots will probably have their worst season with Bill Belichick head coach. Uh, I see them finishing dead last.
I know what
Uh,
that is.
Then number 18, the Lions have another pick, and they take Jack Campbell, inside linebacker from Iowa.
Hmm.
Uh, at number 19, Tampa Bay picked up Khalija Kansey, defensive tackle from Pittsburgh. Seahawks with another pick took Ohio State's Jackson Smith
Yeah.
Najigba.
First receiver off the board. That was a huge move for them.
Yeah, very huge there. And then, of course, next three picks were receivers. Quentin Johnson from TCU, drafted by the Chargers.
Hmm.
Uh, Zay Flowers, one of the top prospects at the wide receiver position, taken by the Ravens from
Hmm.
Boston College. So now that Lamar Jackson is still locked in, he now has Zay Flowers, and of course, he now has a Will Beckham Jr. So I can see an increase in some numbers from that Raven offense. Then number 24, Jordan Addison, wide receiver from USC, taken by the Vikings.
Hmm.
Uh, your guys, the Giants, take Deontay Banks, corner from Maryland.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. They definitely needed help in the corner position. Someone to partner with the Dory Jackson. I mean, of course, I think I would have preferred Joey Porter, but I'll take this one. That was the only part that kind of shocked me a bit. The Giants didn't take Joey Porter.
Yeah, kind of a shocker here. Now here's a shocker. Dalton Kincaid just leapfrogged over everybody, including my Cowboys,
Ooh.
and they took the top tight end that was available, Dalton Kincaid from Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of snatched him out of our hands.
Yep.
Then at number 27, my boys, they decided to take Mozzie Smith.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, what are your thoughts about that acquisition?
I'll go with it because I think we do need a little help on that defensive front line.
Mm-hmm.
And I got some post draft analysis printed out from ESPN. It says Dan Quinn's defense needs an anchor in the middle of the defensive line, and Smith can be that for them. He has elite movement skills at 6'3", 323 pounds, and the positional versatility to play nose tackle or bump down to a one technique spot. With Jonathan Hankins a solid starter but not an elite tackle, Smith feels a need along the Dallas defensive line and could be tasked with keeping Micah Parsons from seeing double teams on the edge.
Hmm.
So, 6'3", 323 pounds? Yeah, I would think if any opposing running back wants to get through that line, it may be a little bit hard to get through
Oh yeah.
a guy that size, 323,
Mm-hmm.
and at 6'3". Whoa.
Ooh.
But, like I said, I'm good with that pick there.
Oh yeah.
Then wrapping up the first round here, the Jaguars take offensive tackle Anton Harrison from Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
At number 29, the Bengals selected Miles Murphy, defensive end from Clemson. They're out of him another Clemson player, defensive tackle Brian Breesy, or Brees, I guess you want to call it that. He was taken by the New Orleans Saints. Philadelphia Eagles bolstered their already good defense with a offensive linebacker from Georgia, Nolan Smith. And wrapping up the first round, the defending champs, the Kansas City Chiefs, take Felix Anudike Uzamoa.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I said that correct.
Yeah, those fucking
Uh,
names are tricky.
yeah, he went to Kansas State, so he's kind of staying in that particular region to start his NFL career, the defensive back there.
Mm-hmm.
And now we go into round two, and that's when Jordy Porter was taken in the first round
By the Steelers, yeah. His father's
by the
own team.
Steelers. Yeah, guess they wanted to keep it in the family right there. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure my buddies, LC Muscles and Steel Sermon. If you guys are watching, I'm sure y'all are happy with getting Joey Porter Jr. This was probably the first big surprise of the draft. Will Levis, quarterback from Kentucky, was not touched in the first round, taken with the second pick in the second round
Mm-hmm.
by the Tennessee Titans.
Wow. Yeah, the long wait's going to be worth it, I think.
Then we had tight end Sam Laporta taken by the Lions out of Iowa. Michael Bayer, tight end from Notre Dame, Steveville. Just going through some of these names right here.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Mingo was I think one of the top 5 receivers in the class, taken by the Panthers from Ole Miss. And looking down the lead here, Brian Branch, safety from Alabama. A little more bolster on the Lions defense. Zach Carbonet, I think he was one of the early picks for the Cowboys, like pre-draft, taken 52nd overall by the Seahawks. And down at number 57, John Michael Schmitz from Minnesota center, taken by your Giants there.
Big move for them. One of the best centers in the league right now. Well, we're coming in. One of the best ones. Right. Yeah, I heard something from ESPN in his previous season. He only got 1 false start penalty.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting that time. My Cowboys at number 58 did get their tight end, another Michigan guy by the name of Luke Schoonmaker.
Big move. They needed somebody to replace Dalton Schultz.
Yes, needed someone to replace Dalton Schultz now that Schultz is with Houston right now. So we have 3 young tight ends right now. We still have Jake Ferguson. We still have Peyton Hendershot. And now we have this young man, Luke Shoemaker from Michigan, going with a tight end from Penn State, Brenton Strange to the Jaguars. Oh, now here's a pretty cool name, Juice Scruggs, center from Penn State, going to the Texans. And Marvin Mims, wide receiver from Oklahoma, wraps up the second round from Oklahoma, going to the Denver Broncos. Taking a little gander at the third round here. And TCU quarterback Kendre Miller, taken 71st overall by the Saints. couple of Alabama guys here. Offensive tackle Tyler Steen taken by the Eagles, and then Sidney Brown, safety from Illinois. Eagles back to back there. Defensive tackle Brian Young from Alabama going to Las Vegas, number 70 overall. And I suppose your guys would need another wide receiver. Got Jalen Hyatt from
Yeah,
Tennessee.
absolutely. He was on the round one radar too for all the teams.
Hmm.
He was on that radar.
Somehow,
Somehow he fell to round three. Yeah,
yeah.
same thing for Josh Downs. He was on the round one radar too.
Josh Downs on number round one radar, dropped a third round, taken with the 79th pick out of North Carolina, taken by the Colts. Looks like the Colts are definitely going to be kind of rebuilding now.
Uh-huh.
Some serious rebuilding.
Yeah, they got a new quarterback, new wide receiver. Yeah, maybe they'll be that 1-2 punch for them.
Perhaps. Texas A&M's Devin Achaney or Akani, whatever his name is, running back taken by A. Pizzle's Miami Dolphins.
Uh-huh.
And looking at the rest of round three, DeMarvion Overshown from Texas, inside linebacker. I got the reports from I gotta get the report for Luke Schoonmaker. Luke Shoemaker report says here the Cowboys get the starting tight end they need so badly to find on day two. He can step up immediately as a wide tight end, playing in line next to right tackle, but he has some positional versatility to move throughout the formation. Shoemaker will be a rookie starter and middle of the field safety valve, so they're thinking he could be on the starting roster by the time the season starts here.
Ooh.
Now, as far as DeMarvion Overshown, it says here, considering how much Michael Parsons moves around the defense, there is a need for more off-ball linebackers in Dallas. Overshown his range for days and could push Damone Clark for reps thanks to his upside in coverage as a former safety. Overshown is raw, but gives Dallas positional versatility when Parsons is rushing the quarterback, and he'll have an immediate impact on special teams. So I guess that could work out for our boys here. But they did feel that draft need for inside linebacker, so at least that's a good thing here.
Oh yeah, someone definitely to partner up with Parsons.
Oh yeah. Looking here, Dorian Williams, another inside linebacker. That one from Tulane, taken by the Bills, 91 overall. And looking down the list here, Wanye Morris. No, not that Wanye Morris not that guy from Boys to Men. This is another guy, Wanye Morris. Offensive tackle from Oklahoma, taken by the champs, the Chiefs. Georgia tight end Darnell Washington, taken by the Steelers. Looking down the list, Baylor defensive tackle Siaki Ika, taken by the Browns. I think the first place kicker taken from the draft, Jake Moody out of Michigan, going to the 49ers.
Yeah, this could mark the end of Robbie Gould, maybe.
The Ageless Wonder. Boy, how long has Robbie been in the league? I remember when he used to play for the Bears. That was seemed like a long time out there.
Yeah, I believe he's 41, 42 now.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, Adam Vinatieri played till he was 47, so I think we'll see.
Yeah, there's some other ones here. Got some corners here. Looking at this list here, nothing really stands out for me here except.
Yeah, I believe Stetson Bennett was taken this round by the Rams. I think he's in there
And
some. I think he's in there somewhere. There. Wait. I think I just
there he
saw.
is.
Yep.
Georgia quarterback Stetson Bennett
Mm-hmm.
taken 128th overall by
Yeah.
the Rams.
Yeah. Georgia won a title in their championship game.
Then right after him, the Cowboys took Viliami Fehoko from San Diego State. He makes quick work of tight ends, defending the run and rushing the passer. Disruptive run defender who anticipates the snap, fires off the ball, and knocks blockers back. A power rusher who chases with good effort, but he is not a polished counter puncher.
Hmm.
Well, but I do see some potential with those statements right there. Uh, as a defensive end, he could fit in well to kind of complement Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler Jr. Those guys up on the defensive line for the Cowboys. And let's see, Purdue quarterback Aiden O'Connell taken by Las Vegas at 135 overall.
Mm-hmm. Probably looking at being David Carr's backup.
Could be. Just looking right here, fifth round here.
Yeah, I think nothing really stands out after like round 4. Nothing really big.
Right. That's really big. I see Richards, offensive tackle from North Carolina, taken by the Cowboys. Played offensive tackle, but may have to move inside in the NFL. He flashes on tape and has potential to develop into a starting guard. Plays with an edge and shows ability to generate push in the run game. Richards is tough to shake when he gets his hands inside, and he matches up better with power rushers than agile speed rushers in pass protection. Yes, we did need another offensive tackle to bolster up the front line there. Okay. And okay, Giants take Eric Gray, running back from Oklahoma.
Yeah, interesting move. I mean, should something happen to Barkley, he could easily step in. So I don't think running back was necessarily one of their biggest needs, but I'm okay with it. Build up the depth there.
And the Rams took Warren McClendon, offensive tackle from Georgia, then took tight end Davis Allen from Clemson, and then they take wide receiver Puka Nakua from BYU. I guess the Rams were kind of draft needy
Mm-hmm.
compared to what little they did during the first part of free agency. So, yeah, I guess the Rams are definitely in a rebuilding mode after a horrendous season last year. Was just 1 year removed from winning the Super Bowl. Eric Scott Jr., first pick of the sixth draft, corner from Southern Miss. Wait a minute. I don't think I ever. Do I have a report on Eric Scott Jr.? Oh yes. It says here, big defensive back with long arms and big hands. He picked off 4 passes over the past 2 seasons and returned both of his 2022 interceptions for touchdown. Didn't run well at pro day, but he's quicker than fast. So he could be pretty good at the corner position there. Of course, right now at the corners we have Stephon Gilmore teaming up with Trayvon Diggs, and that's already potential for a disaster for potential receivers right there.
Mm-hmm.
Then look at here, just skimming down right round 6 here. Nothing really stands out to me. Trey Hawkins the third, corner from Old Dominion, taken by your Giants.
Yeah, it's fine, but build up the quarterback to depth. That's been their weakest position lately, so might as well build it up.
Now, here is the feel good story of the draft.
Hmm.
And it's not just because it's my Cowboys, it's because Deuce Vaughn's father, Chris, is a scout for the Cowboys.
Ooh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. And I saw it was a very, very emotional video. He got on the phone with his son and said, "Son, how'd you like to start working for us very soon?" And that's what's going to happen. Deuce Vaughn, running back from Kansas State. So, real feel, and that the name right there, Deuce Vaughn. That sounds like that could be like a all pro running back right there. Deuce Vaughn, all pro running back. That sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Now, right now, we have we still have Tony Pollard. He's probably at running back one.
Yeah, and then probably got Ronald Jones at your number 2.
Robert Jones Jr. at number 2.
Yeah,
Ronald Jones second. There has been talk that there might be a chance that they could get Zeke Elliott back,
interesting.
but somebody got to give me a real good reason why.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know.
I mean, every year since 2016, his yards per game has been going down, 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 down.
Mm-hmm.
I can't risk bringing him back again.
No.
So it's just my opinion, but Zeke said he may have a couple of options in mind, but I'm sorry, but I can't see Zeke Elliott coming back to the Cowboys.
No, probably not.
And look at this, Amir Speed, corner from Michigan State, going to New England. Ole Miss running back Zach Evans, drafted by the Rams. And that's pretty much there in round 7. Click on that. Let's see here. Nothing really catches my attention here except
Probably whoever Mr. Logan is.
Defensive tackle Jordan Riley from Oregon, taken by the Giants. Maybe another help on that on that defensive line.
Yep, could build up the line there. That's a good idea.
And Jalen Brooks, wide receiver from South Carolina, taken by the Cowboys. Yes, we could use a little more help at wide receiver. I mean, even though we still have CeeDee Lamb, we still have Michael Gallup. We just got Brandon Cooks from the Texans. We lost Noel Brown this past year. We lost Cedric Wilson the year before. We'll just have to see how Jalen Tolbert does. He was pretty much injured all last year, which was his rookie year. And the Cowboys kick returner, Kevontae Turpin, he is like a number 5 receiver, I think, number 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to see if Jalen Brooks will make the roster by the time the final cut down day comes.
Right.
Got a safety for the Giants, Javarius Owens from Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And here is Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah.
Deshaun Johnson, defensive end from Toledo, taken by the Rams.
Ooh.
So there is pick 259, Mr. Irrelevant, Deshaun Johnson.
Yeah. I do have a few notable Mr. Irrelevants that you might remember.
Of course, the first one and the obvious one is Brock Purdy
Mm-hmm.
last year.
Yeah. Here's a throwback name, Chad Kelly.
Chad Kelly.
Yeah, he last played quarterback a quarterback with the Denver Broncos.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And, let's see. I mean, Tay Crowder was with my Giants. Let's see. Oh, here's one you definitely know. Ryan Suckup.
Yes, Ryan Suckup. I remember he used to be the kicker for the Chiefs. I think he kicks
Yep.
for somebody else now.
He's currently a free agent. He was last with the Bucks.
Okay, last tired with the Bucks. Now he's free agent. He's available.
Yep. He was Mr. Irrelevant in the 2009 draft.
2009.
Yeah, there is one player from your Dallas Cowboys. I don't know. I'm not sure if you remember him because it was a really long time ago. This was from 1978. He was a guard, Lee Washburn.
No, I can't say that I remember that name.
Yeah, that was from quite a long time ago. Oh, yeah, those are just some random names I found. Some Mr. Irrelevance from Wikipedia.
Interesting. Hey, Dashy, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Dashy.
Hey, Dashy. How do you think your Bengals did? Let us know here.
Yes,
Let's
please.
get here. Did research for worst draft bust. Cowboys worst draft bust. It was Dwayne Goodrich. Yeah, I would agree. I would either say Dwayne Goodrich or Roy Williams.
Hmm.
Yeah, Roy Williams was a wide receiver for the Cowboys. I think it was like the early, I want to say late 90s, early 2000s. I can't remember. Didn't really pan out too well. What do you say, Cindy Brown and Chase Brown, twin brothers?
Mommy, what are you doing? Put the game away. We're gonna go lay down in bed now. Come
The
on.
Bengals did select Chase Brown in the fifth
Come
round.
on, put it away.
Okay.
Take it off. Maybe I'll tell you.
Sounds interesting right there. It looks like Natalia's screen has frozen.
Yeah, somehow I'm frozen, but as long as you can hear me, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
But you can still hear me okay, though, right?
Oh, yeah, I still hear you loud and clear, brother. So, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I think when Amani moved the screen, it somehow became frozen. Yeah, Amani's still here, even though you probably can't see her.
There. Thanos Heisenberg, you can't blame Dallas for Detroit drafting Roy Williams.
Pick up your pick it off.
Wait a minute. It wasn't the wide receiver, because at one time they did have two guys named Roy Williams. I think one played defense, and one was the wide receiver for Detroit that was picked up by Dallas. So it was the defensive guy, Roy Williams, who ended up being a draft bust. Oh, another draft bust the Cowboys had. Remember Morris Claiborne?
Can't say I have.
Yeah, the Cowboys actually moved up. I think it was the 2011 draft. I think 2011. Cowboys moved up in the draft in the first round to get Morris Claiborne from LSU. And that was the same year that the Cowboys got Brandon Carr from the Chiefs. But both of those decisions didn't work out too well.
Right.
So Bengals do get a great of a day. The steal of the draft was Chase Brown. Okay. We'll definitely keep an eye on Chase Brown. So yeah. Hey Dashy, if you don't mind, I want to share your Facebook channel with all my viewers here. So Dashy is a big Bengals fan. He's a lot of fans. He's fans of a lot of sports in that area. So Dashy, if you'll share your YouTube link with us, I'll share it with my viewers so they can get an idea of what what your channel is like.
And if he wants to be part of our fantasy league, he's definitely invited.
Yeah, we are. We have to do some roster shakeups. I'll have to. We'll have to do that sometime in the very near future, like
Yeah,
in the next couple of
yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
Well,
I'll probably reactivate the league in probably June. That's when I plan to activate it.
yeah, and there are some matters that we do have to talk about, but we'll
Yes.
eventually get to it. The defender was a five-time Pro Bowler, one first-team All-Pro. How is that a bust? Oh, well, I guess I got them confused, Thanos. Because I think, like I said, at one time, the Cowboys did have two players, both named Roy Williams. So, yeah, thanks for clearing that up for me, bro. Thanks for clearing that up. So, uh, I've looked at a few sources, and as far as the Cowboys are concerned, I think I'd have to agree with most of them, and I'd give the Cowboys a B
Hmm.
for the
Yeah,
draft.
I think a B is pretty good.
Yeah, B. Say a B is pretty good for the draft. After they were given an A for the first part of free agency, so. And
Yeah.
I've heard some people say the Cowboys have a good enough roster. They could make a deep run. Someone even said they may even go all the way to the NFC Championship game, where they'll most likely play against the Eagles.
Ooh. Yeah. I'm on a website right now called Fansided. I'm gonna see what your Cowboys were given if I could find it. Yeah, it's making me click on each division separately here. Oh, here we go. NFC East. Let's see what Fansided has to say. Ooh, yuck. They gave your Cowboys a C for some reason.
See,
Let's see what they say here. It says the Cowboys made a curious choice in the first round with Maisie Smith, one of the best athletes in the entire class, but a bit of a luxury pick at defensive tackle. It didn't make much sense to see Dallas wait so long to add help for an aging offensive line. Asim Richards in round 5 and ignore wide receiver until the 7th round. Luke Schoonmaker should help fill the void of Dalton Schultz's free agent exit, but the Cowboys could have done more with their picks. I don't know. I don't really agree with that. I think your Cowboys actually did pretty well. They seem to address their needs. Yeah, maybe they could have gone wide receiver earlier, but I think their wide receiving core is fine. CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Brandon Cooks,
Yeah.
Jalen Tolbert. I'm still waiting to see how he does. Because, like I said, he was injured during the preseason of his rookie year. Didn't really play all that year. Didn't play much last year. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. And like I said, Cavante Turpin is like a wide receiver 5 or 6, even though he is a pretty good kickoff returner. So
well, they did give the Commanders a worse grade. They gave them a D.
yeah. Let's see what Thanos says. Mazzy Smith was a bad pick. He has 6 tackles for loss and half a sack in his college career. However, that doesn't mean he can't be good with all that talent on defense. That is true. That is true. I mean, if the team can work around him, he can, and if he fits into the system, he does have potential. I will say that.
Yeah.
So, tell me about the grade that they gave your Giants.
Oh, let's see. Oops, let me go back. I got to go back a couple of notches. I did see A, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, okay. It says they gave the Giants an A. It says General Manager Joe Shane had a bunch of extra picks at his disposal and wasn't afraid to use them to secure the players he wanted. Trade-ups allowed the Giants to get one of the draft's best corners in Deontay Banks and jump to grab wideout Jalen Hyatt in round 3. John Michael Schmitz was a popular sleeper at center, and the Giants' late-round picks offered depth at key positions like running back and defensive tackle.
Not bad, not bad.
And obviously, they gave the Eagles an A+. I was expecting that.
Yeah, Eagles getting an A with their free agency and getting an A plus. Like I said, that we could have repeat division champions in the NFC East for the first time in I don't know how long.
Mm-hmm.
So, so it looks like them damn chickens are going to be the team to beat in that division. Cowboys bolstered up a little bit. Keep your eyes on those Giants.
Oh yeah.
I keep the eye on the Giants there. Uh, don't really see much of anything for the Commanders right now.
Yeah. So far from what I'm just going through, they have the worst grade so far.
Right.
Everybody else basically has A through C. And 49ers got a C minus.
C minus for the Niners.
Yeah. See, I'll just go through. I'll go through these really quick. Let's say
Yeah.
Arizona Cardinals were given an A minus. Rams were given a B. Yeah. Niners C minus. Seahawks were given A plus. Well, I think those trade ups helped them.
Right.
Let's see. Now let's go to the north. To the south. The Falcons got a B. Panthers A minus. Saints B minus. Bucks were a B plus. Let's see. What do I have left here?
NFC
The
North.
Bears got a B plus. Lions C minus. Packers were an A. Yep. And then last one there, Vikings were a B. Let's see. I think there is the. I thought I just did the North. Let me see. Let me go back just to be sure.
That's number 4.
Okay, yeah. North, the Bears were a B plus. Lions C minus. Packers A, and Vikings B. I think I did all of them now. Let me see. Unless there might be one division left.
Okay.
Okay, still, I think there might be one left. AFC West. Broncos also got a D. Chiefs were a B minus. Raiders B. Chargers B minus. Let's see. Then the Texans got an A.
Oh yeah, I'd say Texans got an A with those surprises that they got in the first round.
Got a B plus. Jaguars B. And Titans C plus. So yeah, it looks like two teams got a D. The Broncos and the Commanders.
Interesting. Okay.
Last one.
What do we
Ravens
have here?
got a B. Bengals A minus. Browns C minus. And Steelers A.
Okay. Right.
So basically,
AFC.
your biggest busts were the Broncos and the what was it? Commanders.
Oh, they got. Okay. Think we're missing the AFC East.
Basically, everybody else had respectable results.
Yeah. So it'll be. Yeah. I agree with that. Oh, by the way, I did look at something very, very interesting. Came off of Facebook. I think it was either today or yesterday when I looked at this thing. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and share this with you. It's like the post draft. Let's see here. It's the post draft power rankings. You know, I find this very interesting here. According to Pete Prisco, released this on May 3rd, a couple of days ago. The post draft
Uh,
rankings here, you got the
uh,
Chiefs at 1,
let me
and you got the Eagles at 2,
look.
uh, the Buffalo Bills number 3, Cincinnati Bengals at number 4, the 49ers at number 5, number 6, Jacksonville Jaguars. My Cowboys are at 7. The New York Jets are at 8. Uh, Miami Dolphins at number 9, and the Chargers at number 10. So that's right there is Pete Prisco's post draft NFL power rankings right there. Um, Anything stick out to you there? Are you still there, Natalie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, well, good
You
lord,
ready?
we lost that thing again. Let me get put that back up on the screen there. It's the Pete Prisco's post draft power rankings right here.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we just get this right there. There's the list right here. Chiefs, Eagles, Bills, Bengals, 49ers, then Jaguars, Cowboys, Jets, Dolphins, Chargers. Anything stick out to you?
Right.
I, I think I'm kind of losing you a little bit there. Uh, anyway,
Hmm.
1 and 2 is pretty much expected. Uh, I could see the Bills in there. Uh, Cowboys, I don't know.
Well, that would make sense. Runner up and uh-huh.
Yeah. Jets at number 8. That's kind of interesting right there. Then we got the Dolphins and we got the Chargers. So that's those Pete Briscoe power rankings. He just released those
Hmm.
this past Wednesday. So interesting list there. So well, I don't know if there's much more to talk about except for the fact that
Hmm.
we just
Yeah.
happen to
Yeah.
be.
The biggest
We will be happen
surprise for
to.
me there is the
Yes.
Jets.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say that's the one of the surprises right there.
Wow.
I would
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
I
the
would
Jets
agree
being
with
up
you
there
on that.
surprises me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the Jets being at number 8, that's kind of surprising.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said, Jets. I don't see the Jets finishing down at the bottom of the division,
Yep.
but it's going to be kind
I'm
of
still
hard
here.
to
Can
get
you hear
out of
me?
number. Yeah, you're just now coming in late. I guess it's I guess your audio had a delayed reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we got a delayed reaction with the audio here. Oh, we have a
Right.
we have a draft question here. What is the best draft strategy for an 8-man league? Hmm. Interesting question there. Got any comments on that one?
Right. Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, the, the Jets being towards the top of the list, that's a surprise to me.
Yeah.
The Jets at number 8. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Oh, he's got. I think I need to
Mm-hmm.
send him a message there. Yeah. Check the private check there, Natalie. Might have to reset because we're getting a delayed audio from where I'm at.
Hmm.
So if you see that question over there that Yeet Man 143 has posted up, I'm not exactly sure for like an 8-man league.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't know. Anybody watching out there want to jump in and answer this question here? Because I see we seem to have a little delayed audio from Tally's side, so he'll try to jump back in. That is an interesting question there, but truthfully, I'm not really sure how to answer it because I usually don't play like a. Are you saying like 8 starters? Because I think you'd have a quarterback, maybe 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers. No, that's six. Oh, well, okay, not sure. Let's go ahead and bring Flynn back in here. He just got back in. So
How do I sound now?
you're good now. The audio's good. So
Okay, I
and
was
you're
trying to say, I was trying to say for the best draft strategy, if I was in an 8-man league, let's say, I think being in the last position is the sweet spot because if you're there, you could go running back, or you can do wide receiver. You essentially have 2 excellent guys right there. And yeah, if you're definitely in an 8-man league, you could easily draft your QB in the 6th or 7th round and still have a very solid player. But yeah, I would still definitely build up running backs and wide receivers in the first 4 rounds.
hmm Well, I hope that answers your question there, buddy. Good luck this season. And of course, good luck to everybody. Of course, I think, like Natalia said, our leagues will start back up again in June, which will be
Yeah,
next month. So
yeah, probably, yeah,
he'll
so probably around this the summer is probably when I plan to reactivate it.
right, and we'll look for that here. Uh,
Yeah, we
like
only
I
have a
said,
few off
this
season shows left.
okay. We have. Oh, we need to do a show next Friday
Yes, that's one of our
because
few. Yep, that's our
yeah,
schedule release show.
the schedule release. The NFL is going to release the schedule next Thursday.
Right.
Next Thursday, May 11th.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be here next Friday night, May 12th, to kind of gaze over the schedule, look at some reactions. I've already seen previews for a couple of matchups during the season.
Right.
And this looks like it's very, very interesting. So we
Yeah.
got the league schedule.
Yeah.
We have
Essentially,
we also have uh, fantasy positions, potential position, fantasy positions. We got division previews.
yep, we
We
saw
gotta
that.
do that. We gotta
Yep.
do
And then we
that.
also, absolutely. Even if
Then
we
of
even if we spread
course,
it out. Mm-hmm.
yeah, we could do it just like we have last couple of years. We do. We'll spread over 4 weeks.
Right.
Then we can do our postseason predictions, our Super Bowl predictions, and
Yep.
I guess we spread it out.
And then I think the only other segment that I had was our playoffs and no playoffs or no playoffs that we did last year, like the 5 teams
Oh,
that missed the playoffs that could potentially make it, and then vice versa.
right, right, yeah. We still
So
got
yeah,
a lot of stuff to
yeah,
go through.
yeah. But hopefully we'll get Flynn on that one. He wasn't there for that last year. Last year was just you and me doing it.
Yeah, so
And then I have a new segment for August that we never done before, the fantasy Q&A, where I give you like rapid fire Q&A questions and sort of like a version of 20Q.
hmm, that sounds interesting. So oh, looks like Flynn's frozen up again. Looks like we may have his delayed audio again, but yeah, we still got a.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically like random fantasy questions, so kind of like which running back do we think will have the most touchdowns, the most rushing yards?
Yeah, I like it. That sounds good. I'll definitely make a note on that for to add to our topics during this off season here. Now, of course, seems like it's going to be kind of quiet in the NFL until the I don't know. Training camps usually start around late July, early August. And we still have a couple of months before that happens, and we got a
Mm-hmm.
lot to talk about. So, yeah. So,
Yep.
so I guess if there's nothing else to talk about, we can go ahead and close the chapter on today's show. Like I said, interesting draft. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I read that there was like there's at least 45 trades in the whole draft this year. So, lots of moving and shaking here. So, so yeah. We will
Right.
reconvene. We'll reconvene here next week to give our reactions for the NFL schedule release. Uh, I guess Dashy is still watching. I was going to try to get his YouTube channel so people can watch
Yep.
that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Uh, Alex Putnam, A Pistol 90, my horseman brother. A Pistol 90, that's the name of his YouTube channel. We may be doing our schedule release
Whoa. Jeez.
since it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
on the 11th. We'll probably schedule one for the 17th. As far as the Horseman show goes on, but so Natalie, anything you want to add before we close shop?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think it's got the delayed audio again. As far as still having technical difficulties. Uh, still so we don't really have anything. I think the tally's all frozen up, and I don't know what else to say. I mean, the tally's frozen up, audio problems. Uh, I guess he froze again. Let me see if I can. Yeah, well, well, I mean, it's
I
almost.
think you covered everything.
Yeah,
It was pretty cool going over the whole draft recap and everything, and seeing all those grades.
yeah, yeah. I will definitely agree with you on that. So with that, we'll go ahead and bring it into this session of Fantasy Football Fever. Thanks for joining us. Like I said, we'll be back here next Friday. Next Friday, we'll have our schedule release preview, skimming through the schedule that the NFL is going to release next Wednesday. No. They'll release it next Thursday. May 11th, Thursday, May 11th, next Thursday. Schedule will be released in the NFL, and we'll be here next Friday. And remember, listen to Hooked on Sports with John Flynn. Got 3 links there. Any one of those links will take you there. So, I guess we'll just go ahead and close up shop now. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Uh, Unfortunately, I got to work all weekend because of a extenuating circumstance, but it'll be all right. But we'll be back next Friday. So, on behalf of our good friend John Flynn, our commissioner John Natale, my name's Tim McClellan. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your time. God bless you all. And as always, be a good sport. See ya.